subhanAllah, this hadith gives me goosebumps. The person will, on the day of judgment, will come and they will see so much good. Some that they recognize, some that they don't recognize. And they'll ask about the stuff that they don't recognize.
Yeah.
And they'll say, where did this come from? And they'll be told that this is all the dua that you made that was not answered. This is all the dua you made that was not answered. And subhanAllah, the person will say, I wish Allah never gave me anything in the dunya. Because they recognize in that moment that this was the stuff that carried them in. These were the moments. So right now we're sitting here and we're like asking Allah for A, B, and C, and we're not getting it, or it's not coming in the way that we expect or in the timeline, and we're like frustrated. And now you fast forward to the day of judgment, and the angels are saying, oh yeah, remember that car that you wanted, or that job that you wanted, or that house that you put an offer on that got rejected, or whatever, the marriage proposal that didn't work out, whatever, you name it. Remember all those things? Yeah, well, I know that you wanted it, but at the same time, Allah wanted you to be in Jannah. And subhanAllah, we're going to be sitting there, we're going to be thinking to ourselves like, man, I wish that the hadith says, the Prince says, I wish that Allah did not give me anything that I asked for, and that all of my good was withheld for me until the akhirah. So those hadith are worth so much to just sit and to reflect over, because a person can become so frustrated.
Yeah.
And it's important to note that there will be some moments in life where you will be able to extract the wisdom. And if you're creative enough, by the way, you can do it pretty quickly. The job of a Muslim is to be able to trust in Allah. What does tawakkul mean? What does patience mean? Patience is to, when an affliction happens, you don't speak ill of Allah, you don't feel ill of Allah, and you trust, right? You have this moment of, I trust in Allah. And then as soon as you're able to give yourself that equilibrium in your heart, okay, you know what? Things are not going the way that I want, but I'm going to trust in Allah. I know that there must be something here. The quicker that reaction time, that's the stronger your iman is.
Yeah.
A person's iman is stronger when their reaction time is quicker. Sometimes the frustrations take weeks and months for us to resolve. We're upset and we hold it against Allah wal-'iyadhu billah. And then after a month, we're like, okay, you know what? It wasn't that big of a deal. But the Muslim is somebody that we want that time to get shorter and shorter, eventually to where we're like, we don't even feel it. The response time is so quick.
Yeah.
You know, some people in their training, they're able to do tasks that require so much training, whether it's in their job or in their hobbies or whatever, that if it's a novice person doing it, it would take me so long to do it, you know? But for someone that's been doing it over and over again, they don't even know what they're doing. It's so secondary, right? It's like the back of their hand. They can do it so quickly. That's what we hope for with trusting in Allah. So that's number one, is patience and then trust. And then, subhanAllah, what happens is if you get good at this, and I'm not there, but I hear this, right? I read this. If you get good at this, Allah gives you the blessing of being able to have what's called husn dhann billah. That in every scenario, in every moment, you go through something, and Izzat ibn Abdus Salam, he mentions this. He says, there are some people that when they were tested, they started to laugh.